Good. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm waking up.
Waking up early.
On the red eye.
Yeah, on the red eye.
Is it the flight or the drink?
Sorry?
The flight or the drink?
Oh, definitely the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No flights yet. That's later in the year.
Excellent.
I don't know Connor.
You don't know Connor?
No,
I don't know Connor either. It was meant to be Nathan, but Nathan threw Connor into the mix today, and he said he is one of the best dudes that he knows, and he was. Connor seems a bit shy.
Didn't
for someone
Connor
that's
say
a
that
rapper.
about Nathan?
Yeah, he
talked
did.
about-
Yeah, they genuinely have a man love going, I believe. So they are what I would dare say is like real tight friends. So Connor, tell us, why do you reckon Nathan sent you in today?
Well, it doesn't look like it at the moment, but I do love a chat. I'll open up soon. I've got that social anxiety aspect of it. But, man, I'd like to tell my story. I've done a podcast previously a couple of years ago, which ended up going quite well. Got to speak a bit. Man, Nathan and I just chat heaps. Like whenever we get together, the talks, they're deep, they're long, they're great. They're usually like pivotal moments in our life when we get together and have chats. So I'm hoping this is one of those pivotal moments.
We hope so too, man. And the pivotal moments, that's a really good segue to our new brand, In Progress, and talking about how life is in progress.
Yep.
And those pivotal moments is really that point in time where something shifts and we head down a different path.
Yep.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your story and about those pivot moments that has sort of shifted to where you are now?
Yeah, well, currently I am in progress, so it's a great timing to come here. I've got trauma. I've got a history of drug problems, homelessness, like poor mental health, suicide attempts, all sorts of stuff. But like using music to help come out of that and tell my story and hopefully help other people as well to get out of similar situations. I recently, at the end of last year, went cold turkey off all drugs. So starting this year off sober. A lot of first-time experiences, like being sober. As the start of the year is kind of where everything's the most hectic for me. Just with like not having much family to hang out with, and my birthday's in February. My mum passed away 10 years ago in January, so that was a hectic one. Trying to get through all of that sober. But no, it's really good. I decided I wanted to get sober to focus on my music and to figure out money and to just grow up a bit more, man. I'm 25 years old and struggled with debt and just all sorts. And I'm trying to take it more seriously this year, and it's already reflecting the results that I'm looking for. So good sign to continue on and keep going.
That's awesome, man. Where and yeah, that's really cool. So where did it all start? Where did it start for you? Where do you think your life sort of started to pivot in the direction that you're trying to change from now?
That's a tough one. There's a few moments that triggered big changes. I never really worked. I'd just sit inside and smoke up and do nothing. But like around 3 years ago, I got like the first job that I really enjoy. And I got a job at Toyota with some like really good blokes, really good boss, really good environment. And I just didn't think that, having face tattoos and stuff like that, I'd be able to get a job that I enjoy, let alone like that ticks all of the boxes. So that was good. That got me out of my house, got me out of my routine. I had to like get my license. So I sobered up. I went like cold turkey off smoking weed and stuff because I had to pass a drug test to get my license. And yeah, did that, started driving, but it got me out of my home and like gave me sort of a third person perspective on my life and started like being around better role models, people that had their stuff together so that, yeah, and it just changed. It made me think about a lot over progress of time. I was in a long relationship that wasn't the greatest. So being at work was kind of reflecting that to me. It was a problem for a while. I ended up starting smoking again to the point that it was just consuming my life, and then spiraled back into the prescription drugs and stuff that I was doing. But yeah, last year I like decided to leave the relationship because it was at the point where it was affecting my job and my employment, and I got to look at it from a point of view of like, do I want to lose my job that like I enjoy, that I look forward to going to, or like, do I need to end this? And ultimately I chose the job because that's what was pushing my life in the right direction. So it was intense, man. It was like I'd been in it for so long that that's like all I really remembered. It felt like, you know, it was less than a decade, but it felt like multiple decades type of thing. So yeah, that the leaving the relationship was really the big bang that just started, like my life started changing, because it's that whole like getting stuck in a loop, doing the same thing the same way, expecting a different result. So I'd make these little changes and I'd start seeing like little things, but it takes a big just bang, like a leap out of your comfort zone for things to just completely change. So that's what happened. I was like couch surfing and living in my car for a bit, just still going to work, and I honestly just started feeling better than ever because I wasn't just banging my head on these same walls. Like every day was a new experience, and I got to like learn something new and really be grateful for the fundamentals that I had in life, like the things that I still got to take with me. And yeah, got my own place on my own, where I got to build my own studio and like focus more on music and just take more responsibility for myself. Everything that I, you know, all the problems that I was having, all the things that I didn't like, it was like no longer confusing as to like where that was coming from, as it's just like me. It's all me. So anything that I didn't like, I had full control over changing and bettering and just being able to take more responsibility and look at myself. So I'm really grateful for that. And fast forward, it's been like, it's pretty much been 12 months now. It's like 11 months since I did that. And dude, it's just, the growth has skyrocketed. I feel I'm a completely different person this year than I was last year.
That's large.
That's
It's
huge.
a lot, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it's
Credit.
Thank you.
It's worth recognising too how much of a huge step and how difficult it is to recognise that someone that you've got probably really close is maybe not necessarily taking more than they're giving, but definitely having a draw on your energy and maybe not letting you achieve what you think you might be able to achieve, and then taking that step to go, hey, I need to change this, and stepping away from that person.
Yeah.
So that is a huge step.
I appreciate it. And it goes both ways too. Like it's not like we were both trapping each other sort of thing, or we were both trapped together in the same situation. So to be able to step away from that it's a shock to the system. It sucks. Like there are a lot of feelings involved. There's no hatred, no anything like that. Like I don't hold any bad blood or anything like that, but it was just like, it was kind of time. We learned what we had to learn together. We went through the experiences that we had to learn, because without that, I still wouldn't be who I am. I still wouldn't have these things to think about that I needed to think about, but it's just, things come to an end, and being able to recognize that and step away from it, and then we can both go in our own directions, on our own paths, and continue growing. So
Was there someone at the job, like you said, about being at work and good bunch of blokes and stuff? Was there like a mentor or that you sort of really looked up to that really helped push for that, or no?
There was like two main ones for sure.
Yeah.
One of the mechanics, Slats, just, I could tell he goes through things. I can tell that he's gone through a lot, but the way that he just like focuses on work, and I always struggled with bringing my home life to work and letting it eat me up, whereas I watched him separate it, and his attitude towards life and things like that just was really inspiring, because I just let things eat me up too much. And yeah, but my boss Tony was definitely a big one. Tony's just being able to speak to him and be so open, and he's like, it was just great. It was great. And yeah, I've struggled with my relationship with my dad, so I've like not really had a solid role model or mentor. So to see like, blokes doing it and getting through, and like still being so down to earth and like emotionally intelligent and stuff is just great. Like it's great to have that. So
it's a really good perspective that you've got, and to be fair, for someone that is so young, being only 25, I think it's something that not a lot of people achieve until later in life, and that's that ability to look at things in retrospect and sort of be able to reflect on your position in the world, and really clearly define what is causing your life pain, and to be able to cut that out. I think is a really mature thing for someone as young as yourself to have achieved, especially while navigating all the challenges of homelessness and drugs and all that other kind of stuff that plays in that space. I think, power to you, man. That's really awesome.
I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah. So after that pivotal point, and where did music come into it? So you mentioned at the beginning that music has been a big part of sort of your mental recovery, I guess you could sort of call it. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I've always been into music, even as like a real young teen. Like I started off, I did like musicals, lead roles, singing and stuff. I played jazz trombone, I played drums, I played a bunch of instruments. But after Mum passed away, I like lost all my instruments, and I kind of lost my funds and stuff. And then getting more into drugs as it became harder to access. But I was like 17, 16-ish, and I like discovered writing lyrics. I've never really been much into writing or anything, but writing lyrics seemed to come pretty naturally to me. I'm lucky. Like I had friends that were in the hip hop scene and artists and stuff, and I like always liked to stuff around. But the first time I took it seriously was, man, I was honestly just broken. After Mum passed away, I lost my love for life completely. Everything was darkness. I didn't care. I had no care. I did not see myself being alive at 20 years old. And in fact, I was trying not to be like. The first time I like wrote proper lyrics and took it seriously, I was just breaking down. I had nothing. I was on the come down. I had no one there or anything. And I don't know. It was like it wasn't even a conscious decision. I swear, I was crying when I was writing down these lyrics, and I wrote this song, and it's still, like, it's not the most technical song or anything like that, but the lyrical content still holds so much meaning to me. There's like lyrics in there about, like we've all got expiry dates. The only fucking problem is that they're not stamped on our face. Like just about losing someone so suddenly, and not taking things for granted. And I just put it out there. I recorded it on my phone. It sounds terrible, but I put it out there, and it got some like good feedback. And I realized, like, it helps. It feels good to get it out, and it feels good to like form connections with people over this stuff. And like, to be honest, because I struggle talking to counsellors and stuff. The writing notes has become my counsellor through everything, and it's just been my way to be honest with myself, honest with. And take that responsibility of everything, and like, and really look at things and look at where I'm at. Because sometimes I just, hide my feelings and stuff from myself as well. I don't sit there and necessarily talk to myself. But when I write these lyrics out and then sing them and rap them, then I'm like, true, this is what I'm going through. You know what I mean? So that pulled me out, and starting to do the music and get some recognition and. Like open up opportunities to do live shows and stuff like that. I remember when I did my first live show, and I'm like, man, like it was scary, it was terrifying, it was so many different things, but it was so much better than doing drugs. Like
that's gonna be a short. That's a great line.
Yeah, well, it's so true.
Pun.
Yeah. Look at you, you're on fire. Go Reese.
Oh dear.
Connor's joking, and he's not even trying to joke.
Yeah, I know. That's wicked. So when you're doing live shows, what is your music thing? I listened to a song because we got sent that in the group chat before we started.
Yeah.
Which song did we listen to? I remember the name. I'm terrible with songs.
Yeah,
I'll listen to the
shocking
same
with those.
one just on repeat forever.
I do that too, but that's because I've got a 2.5-year-old, and he's just like, again.
Oh yeah.
It's the Wiggles or Bluey or something, isn't it?
No, it's was Shabuzi tipsy for about 3 months.
Yeah. I think we're on I Am at the moment, actually.
Yeah,
Came
right.
around a country song, so it's pretty good. But we get the church ones sometimes too, because the kids at Sacred Heart. So we get the church ones, which
Sure,
they're wicked on the drive home sometimes on a Friday afternoon.
I reckon. No, he's done a job of my YouTube music. But, I mean, I'm not offended, apart from when the Gummy Bear song came on because
yeah.
he sort of got addicted to that for a little while as
That's
well.
right. The Pooh songs are coming up soon too, so I'll send them to him.
Great.
Sure so yeah, are we writing songs? Are you DJ?
Nah,
just
hip hop,
Yep.
hip hop and rap. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'd like to branch out a bit more. I'd like to bring instruments back now that I'm sort of like getting my space and my life together.
Bit of jazz trombone.
Yeah, dude. Like, can you imagine live sampling trombone into some
sweet.
hip hop? It'd be great. Because I mean,
Sensational.
hip hop and jazz do kind of have roots together, like in terms of samples and stuff. So that'd be cool. I'd love to play instruments in my own music at some point.
That'd be good.
Do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Why not? You
Literally,
got Nathan in your corner. He's a musical mastermind.
Yeah, man, we teamed up recently actually, and I got him to come freestyle some guitar over one of my beats, and his partner also did some singing in the hook with me. So that's not, I can't wait for that to be out. I've got no date yet. I need to re-record my lyrics, but it's going to come out and it's going to be great.
Yeah, sick.
And it's got a positive message too. It's
Down on that.
It's about the hook is you don't have to end your life to start a new one. So it's talk about suicide and stuff, and not doing that. The better things that you can do instead of drugs and taking your own life. Because, I stand by that. You do not have to take your actual life to start a new one. Like, you can end the life that you're living and wake up the next day and do it differently and start a new life. I don't see the point.
Well, you did that. You mentioned that you did that and you sort of survived that decision around, suicidal thoughts and things. Like, I know it's tricky for some and it's going to be a triggering topic for some people, but at that moment, what was it that sort of pulled you in the direction of choosing, not to do it?
It's been different things along my life. A big one is definitely like my sisters, my two younger sisters. I love them so much, and I couldn't do it to them. Anytime, like they're just there in the forefront of my mind. I'm like, they don't have a great connection with dad. They also lost their mother. To lose a brother as well, like, why? I couldn't do that to them. They don't deserve that. So that was a big one. And also just the fact that, like, even in my misery, even in my darkest years, when I didn't want to be alive and stuff like that, the opportunities that I was presented were just unbelievable. And I was missing them. I was choosing not to look at certain things. And the ones that I did take were cool, and like I enjoyed it. There were like these little sparks of light in life, and I'm like it doesn't have to be like this. Like, and if this is happening now, I wonder like what there is to come. There was this kind of curiosity and excitement for what the future could hold and the possibilities that could come in the future. And I'm like, it's just so hard at the time to stay motivated.
Where do you see your future in the next sort of 5 to 10 years?
That is an unbelievable question, actually. I like it. That's just made me think. Because I've been living fully present in the moment for the last 11 months. I have no idea if tomorrow is coming or what I'm going to do, but I've been looking forward to it. I would love to say, dude, I'd really love to travel. I would really, really love to travel. And I've never thought that's going to be possible because I've been so terrible with money and being in debt and stuff. But I've really been working on getting that sorted out. So hopefully traveling around. At some point, I'd love to have a family. I've got a lot of things to figure out before then, though. I'm seeing a counsellor. I got like a lot of trauma to work through. That's the thing, in my last relationship, I had a lot of trauma from the life that I lived and my mum passing away and stuff like that was undealt with. It was just masked with drugs and substances and stuff. So being able to figure that out and do some healing before going and starting a new relationship or anything like that, I think is very important. It's going to be vital to a healthy relationship in the future. So, man, just healing, making music. I'd love to do shows around the world would be cool, honestly. It would be really cool. I hope it does happen. Also, I don't plan on moving out of Tasmania, I don't think. I love Tasmania so much. And, you know, a lot of people say there's more opportunities here, there. Like, that is true. I'll probably travel around and, like, do some stuff. But I would genuinely love to create more opportunities here in Tasmania. I would like to help other people out, provide a platform, provide space where other people can be creative and express themselves and, you know, let music help them through their life as well. Because
do you see the hip hop scene in Tassie as like a supportive sort of space that would enable that to happen here in Tassie?
That's a loaded question because, like, yes and no.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like they've been supportive to me in ways, but yeah, it's constantly changing and evolving. So it's like there's a lot of great things happening and there's a lot of confusing things happening. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to make of it yet. So I'm just like trying to do my own thing at this point. And yeah, there's not a lot going on up on the northwest coast. So that's a lot's going on down in Hobart, which I think is cool, but it's, you know, there's a kind of a starvation for it up here. Yep. So I want to kind of fill that void with more stuff.
I think doing your own thing also shows you're very authentic too, and that I think the audience generally picks up on that, I feel, and that sort of endears you to that audience and really gets them supporting you for sure.
Oh, I've been saying that. I've been having that conversation a lot this year actually, because, you know, it's all well, it's at the end of the day, it's pretty easy to write lyrics and rap. Like, people say, oh, I could never do that. You can. It takes a bit of discipline and stuff, but you can write some basic stuff. A lot of people rap or write or just in general be a person that they think other people want them to be, or that's going to make them popular or do this or that. And it's like a facade, it's a front, it's to gain the quick interest. And I mean, it works, you know, but it's short-lived. The truth always reveals. So you can sit there, you can fake and do whatever as much as you want, but it's like it will come up eventually. The truth will always come out. And I don't see the longevity in doing it fake and pretending. So as much as a lot of my songs have been real painful and dark in the past, it's been genuinely authentic to where I've been at in life. And it's just, I was stuck in the same loop. I sing a lot of the same lyrics. I write a lot of the same song because I was just in that place for so long. But now coming out of it, the lyrical content in my music is changing and shifting. It's becoming more about getting sober and about the things that I've replaced drugs with and the opportunities that I want and the light that I'm seeing in life again. So I think it's cool and it's authentic. And you can go back and like look at all my songs. As much as I don't agree with a lot of the things that I used to say, it's like I don't feel like removing them because it just paints this timeline of where my life's gone. And it's cool to reflect on. I go back and listen to my own music often and think like, wow, sometimes I feel like I'm stuck still, but I am moving at a greater rate than I realised. So
I don't think a lot of people really pay too much mind to when you're making so many changes, and this is what our podcast like used to really focus on, was like all the little things in life, like the little things that you do to change the way that, you know, you ultimately are and how that those changes can compound. And like you mentioned just now, unless you're really taking that time to actively reflect on where you are today and what's actually got you there, you often don't really pay too much mind to all of the little things that you've done that have sort of steered you in a certain direction.
100%.
It's probably something that we missed when we were doing it last time too, is we sort of went on this small changes, big effect, like, you know, down the path. But I don't know if anyone necessarily makes a really nice, clear bookmark or takes captures how they were, and then they can look back in 5-10 years' time and go, yeah, shit, I've come a long way. Yeah, for sure.
We don't often evaluate our own lives like we would a program or a thing at work or something like that, which sometimes can work into our detriment if you're not actually looking at sort of where you've been, where you are today and sort of how you got there, because I think there's a lot of learnings just from just understanding your own journey. And you've obviously got a very, I was going to say visual, but audible record of that timeline in your life. And I think that's really, it's really cool. What was back to that the sort of the hip hop thing? Like what's probably been your most standout moment in that space?
I'm just going to go with what my gut and heart provides to me first, which is like hosting my own show. Like for so long I'd go and I would put up Facebook statuses and I'd be like begging to get put on for shows and stuff like that without like, you know, I wasn't really doing enough. I was kind of just expecting and wishing that it happened for me. But I was still like on drugs and I wouldn't travel around and I wouldn't like go and make any sort of effort to have the opportunity. Like I wouldn't go and show my face places and stuff like that and still expected people to put me on when there's other people that are actively going out there. These are things that I wasn't aware of at the time, but reflecting back on. But yeah, I just went, well, if I'm not going to get put on for shows, I want to put my own show on and then put myself on and put on like my friends and the other people that aren't getting put on as well. And like lots of love. I couldn't have done it without Nathan. Nathan helped me out big time. And just being able to put that first show on, it was like, dude, it was the first time I didn't have like imposter syndrome when being on stage. Like I get up and you know, I feel like I'm in front of other people's crowds and stuff like that. And it's great. I love being on stage, but there's that big blockage of nerves that, meanwhile, when I put on this show, it was the whole time, man, I just felt like I belonged. It was like, you know, it was great. And to be able to get up on stage at the end of it and have people rapping my lyrics back at me, and just, it was intense. It was a big moment for me for sure. And it proved to me that I can do it. And it triggered, again, it was another one of those pivotal moments where it made me go back and reflect. Because I think it's easy to have like regrets and stuff like that, but that tends to, like, you beat yourself up. You like, when you have regrets, it's easy to beat yourself up and get stuck in the darkness and go, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But it's like, I could. So instead of having regret, like, take it as a lesson for the next time you want to do it. And then it's like an opportunity for growth.
Where was your show?
It was in Devonport at Pub Rock Diner.
Oh, yeah, Grouse.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, great venue owner, great staff there. It was they're very supportive and have continued to be since then as well. I'm doing another show soon. I don't know when this comes out.
Plug for it. Oh, can you?
Yeah.
We'll have to do the timings.
Well, how far away is it?
Like 12 days.
Oh yeah, no, it's not coming out. It's not coming out before then. But I hope people went along and seen it.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it was a great show.
yeah, I'm sure it was a great show too. I reckon everyone loved it.
Yeah.
And I reckon it went really well. But yeah, no, this won't come out for probably another 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So it'll be probably not worthwhile sort of plugging then.
No, I thought that'd be the case, but that's cool. There's going to be plenty more to come in the future.
Yeah.
The one that I'm doing / have done is like, I've called it Volume 1 because I plan to do more of them and try and get more people from around and make it become like a consistent thing. So
Yeah, awesome.
yeah, and I learned a lot from the first time that I did a show as well. Like, I remember, like, I was pretty bad on like, man, codeine was like a thing for me. Like, it got pretty yucky how much codeine I was using. But going up on stage, I managed to like not smoke or anything that day, just to try and be present. But I still got up on stage and I was still running out of breath so hardcore and forgetting lyrics and stuff like that. That when I got off stage, I had like a list of things that I wanted to do differently next time. Going back to that, not having regrets but having lessons, is instead of like getting off going, oh, you know, I hated that or whatever, is I just straight up put it straight in my notes for the next time so that I could just keep moving forwards, and I might smoke less weed. Just straight up smoke less weed, which turned very quickly into just giving up cold turkey. I'm like, oh, you know, I think I'm actually sick of it. I think I've actually grown out of smoking weed, and it's now taking from my life, not helping me anymore. And yeah, I just wanted to be a different person. Like, again, going back to, you know, that big snap moment last year of like leaving the relationship and stuff, that was the biggest thing for me. That was like the scariest thing for me. So once I got through that, is like everything else didn't seem as scary. Definitely quitting weed was, but I'm like, what else can I change? What else can I, get out of my life? What else can I clean up? It just became this big, like, deep clean of like what belongs, what doesn't, what am I taking with me into my new life, what is staying in the old life. Like,
How did you make that decision of what things to keep and what things to put in the bin?
that's an interesting question. I don't know why that spun me so much. I thought that I was always going to smoke weed. Like, I love
running
it.
out of breath on stage was like, that's I'll off that one. That one's no good.
My aspiration in life is to be a rapper, which relies on me to breathe. So maybe
We'll
I
cut
should.
that.
Yeah,
You
get
didn't
rid of
run
the
like a
thing that
list of
fucked me.
like keep and cut.
Nah, honestly, man, I just like relied heavily on gut feeling. Like, yeah, and like I'm not religious, so it feels strange to say, but like consulting God, like I don't. There's something going on. There's something going on because it's, and like meditation, really, like sitting down and just clearing the mind and thinking about it deeply, and yeah, like letting my spirit decide at the end of the day. Because
You knew what was right and wrong, and what's good and what wasn't helping. Like you knew that within yourself.
yeah. That's
So,
what I'm trying to say. Is
yeah.
at the end of the like the spirit knows. So I just got to sit down and like clear out all the excuses, all of the just the shit that was going in, and like usually the things that hurt the most, the things that are the scariest. Like I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. It's like do it, do it, because it's the big leaps are what triggered the big changes and the big growth. So
If someone else was in a similar position as you, is that what you'd sort of say to them? Is just to try and pinpoint those things that they're really put off by, but they know will make a big impact, and just to send it?
just send it straight up.
Yeah.
It's so scary in the moment, but it feels so good after. It feels so amazing after, and it's so empowering. Like it really is just, it's so empowering. That's the best way that I can put it. And it's charged me up. All these big decisions and stuff like that is I'm honestly peaking every day now. I'm just looking forward to what's coming next. Looking forward to identifying what to cut out again. I'm like, bang, gone.
Yeah.
What else is coming? Like, I love it. I've literally genuinely discovered a love for life. Like there's no, and I get sad and stuff like that. And it was a bit hard dealing with it when I'd first got sober, because I didn't understand what these feelings were, because I've just masked it with drugs and stuff for so long. Like I didn't understand, oh, this is normal.
Yeah.
This is normal to be feeling feelings and like crying and stuff like that. So now that but it's not depression. It's not like it's just normal sadness. The depression was being the same, just nothing for so long in the same loop. And, knowing deep down, knowing that I was destined for more. Like life is not just sitting there stoned 24/7, not doing anything. And so it was my spirit, my heart just longing for what it was here to do, man. Make smiles, make memories, make music, make connections, be out in the sunlight. Just, getting back to how I was when I was like a kid, kids know what's up.
Yeah.
Like you don't, the younger you are, the less of a comfort zone you have. Like you're out there, everything's a new experience. You're discovering everything for the first time. And I think it's amazing to watch. And I think it's an amazing place to be in. As you get older and you go through things and you have experiences, as you start to like subconsciously develop this bubble of comfort that just, once you get too closed in that, is it limits what you can do. You start just doing the same thing all the time, and you don't want to go out and discover new things. Like a big thing when all this happened was I want to go try new foods. Like I've been eating the same foods all along, and like even things that I'd tried before and didn't like, I was just like fully open to having my perspective changed. So I just go out and, man, I ate prawns so many times. That's so random. It's so random.
Oi, don't go coriander, but don't do it.
No, coriander's for the bin.
It's the only place that
Don't
coriander
branch out
should
that
live.
far. Like, there's
That
still
or washing
refrain the
dishes.
bubble. Like,
Yeah.
you hear a lot with like people that have given up their bad addictions and stuff, and losing friendships and mates and stuff because that's what they all do. Is that something that you battled with? Obviously, you left the relationship, but is that a struggle?
Oh yeah, Oh yeah. I've had people come and go. I'm just blessed that like my closest mates have just joined in with me. It's just like the year of change and getting sober, and we're just like still on this path together. You know, we may be out by a couple of weeks or whatever, but I feel so aligned with my close friends, my mates, that we're like here with a purpose. And I'm got real close music friends around me, and we've all just gotten sober at different times. But we're just. I've got a good network around me that, you know, the one, and like people come and go, and I just, instead of like getting caught up on it or whatever, I just love the experiences that we've had. I love you for who you are. But you can't like force it. You can't hold on to anything. Like it's, you know, it's that same thing of like letting things out of your life for new opportunities and stuff to come. It's just, I don't know. I'll just try to be grateful for what we've had instead of being sad for that it's not there anymore. It's like you got to do it. You got to do it. Otherwise, it's too easy to get stuck in it and get in the pain. Like
Get dragged down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, but paths realign sometimes. I had a best mate and we fell out just because of like drugs and darkness and stuff like that. Our paths went different ways, and then I got sober and he found religion, and we've like crossed paths again, and now we spend heaps of time together, and it's just, you know, you got to be open for what comes. You can't. Everyone's like doing their own thing at their own speed, and you can't. All you can do is do your thing and like either inspire people or not. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
It's impressive. It's a good story.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah, man.
That's
This is exactly
credit
what
to you.
Yeah.
That's sick. You've done a real good job.
Thank you.
And this is exactly what this podcast is all about. It's, you know, we could have focused in and drilled in on that like one little piece of advice that you give others to be that little bit better every day, which was the shtick of the Better Blokes project of where we were. But I think your story will resonate with more people. And I think there's so much more in your story than just one little thing that has made a big difference. So
Thank you.
Nathan sold us a
thank you
solid
for
for the
sharing.
first one.
Yeah, Nathan
Well done,
does
Nathan.
good. I think we
Three
just
votes.
need
3 votes,
to
Nathan.
find some more people that Nathan can sort of shill our way.
Yeah.
So
It'd
Nathan
be-
he
be
was
good,
really keen. He sent me a message just before this to say how stoked he was to have Connor come on the show. So
I love Nathan, man. I love
Yeah.
him so much.
yeah,
It'll be good to have Connor come back on for a second session in another season and be like,
Yeah.
you know, let's just see where he's gone. Or he might be travelling the world for music, but
yeah, probably.
we'll Skype him in or something.
We've zoomed before.
Yeah,
Zoom.
we've
Yeah,
done that
we've
before.
done-
It worked
we've done one
okay.
before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon it's a pretty grass spot to sort of leave it.
Yeah, I
It's
think
impressive.
that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to hearing where you go and the bits that, you know, you got to come, and obviously the show, which was good or bad, I'm not sure. Like, we'll see. Someone will be able to tell us whether or not this podcast comes out in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's either a raving success, or I'm sure it'll be a raving success.
I've got a good feeling.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
appreciate you guys so much. Like, this is such an awesome opportunity and a great platform, and like, it's just to be able to come out and speak about this, but also like for other people to be able to listen to this and come on and stuff as well. It's just amazing. Like,
Totally.
Thank
And that's
you
why
for
we
this.
do it, man. Like, and that's why I wanted to really focus on the stories, because, you know, and I know we've got a couple of really good banging guests coming out that have sort of similar sort of trajectories. But I also know there's a lot of young people out there that are sort of going through the same shit that you've been through.
yeah.
And I feel like that's something that, you know, we talked about it a little bit, and I can't even remember what season it was like back, but the old sort of story of it takes a village to raise a child kind of thing. I think it takes a village to raise a village.
Yeah.
In the sense that, you know, we need to be sharing these stories of like how I got out of this, how, you know, I got out of this space, or how I went from, in my case, how I went from a career in real estate, which was eating my life and my soul, to a career in community services, working to, you know, improve the life of community members. And,
I love that.
And those different changes, those pivotal moments in our life, which makes a huge impact. And I think sharing that with the community is really valuable. So
Yeah, definitely real value in those that have been through it, sharing the fact that they got through it. It was tough,
yeah,
but you will make it. And those guys that are in the muck at the moment, sort of hearing that message and going, yeah, there's something there's something coming.
100%, 100%. And and getting out of the muck and reflecting back on it and being like, it's, man, you become almost grateful for the muck, like that you've been through to get you to where you are now and show you like it makes the light on the other side more brighter and more beautiful, and you get more protective of it. That's coming through everything and losing everything and getting this life now is I'm very protective of it. So it's like when new things and people come into my life, I don't let it in easily. It's I want to make sure that I keep on this trajectory.
Direction.
We'll just use a different word because we can't say that one.
Yep.
Very good.
Cool.
Nah, dude, absolute legend. Thanks for being on.
Thank you so much.
We'll definitely have you on again in the future.
Look forward to it.
Thanks, Connor. Cheers, man.
Thanks,
Connor. Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
Love you guys.
Yeah.